Our next guest is a talented stand-up comedian who grew up right here in Las Vegas. Jill Kimmel. She has self-deprecating style of comedy, my favorite, taking the stage Select Thursdays at her brother's Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club.
That's right. She's a very funny lady. We're so happy to have her in here in studio. Welcome in. Thank you.
We had you on years ago. I'm glad you're back in.
Yeah, years ago when I was doing stand-up in town, I was somewhere else, but now I'm at a much better venue.
Wow, dropping
well,
bombs.
You know, you have to, you know, Christmas is weird if you say that the other venues in town.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Tell us about the club and what you like about it.
The club's amazing. It's Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club down at the Linq Promenade, which is a really great place to go. Traffic is a little tough right now because of construction, but bear with it and get down there. It's very worth it. There's so much shopping and eating and all kinds of things to do, and then you go to the clubs. My show it's on Select Thursdays at 10 p.m. at the club, and it's really it's a great club for comedy because you feel like family there. A lot of the clubs in Vegas, you feel like, oh, these people are from all over the world, and it doesn't feel really homogenous. But at Jimmy's Club, I think people kind of have Jimmy in mind. They go, oh, so they come, they have that like-minded, like, oh, we all kind of like him
There's
thing.
a sense of humor there.
It is, and it feels very much, it's easier to work with crowds that feel like they're rooting for you. So it's really fun. I love the club.
I can imagine. Speaking of crowds, I mean, being a stand-up has got to be one of the most daring professions out there.
I guess.
The Luanda guy is not nearly as scary as actually going on stage.
Like
for 30
firefighters
minutes,
have nothing on me.
Yes.
Well, I mean, everybody has their thing that they're good at that they love, right? So some people would say, wow, you know, you do this and I could never. And the people who are like, yeah, no, for me, keeping quiet in a corporate meeting was difficult and daring, which is why I've been fired from 80% of the jobs I ever had in an office. So.
Well done.
Thank
you. Well done.
Thank you.
You grow up in Vegas and you get, the strips are in your backyard. Yeah. When you grow up in Vegas, it's different.
How did you know that we had strippers buried in the backyard? I didn't think anyone knew about that.
That was back when you could bury them in Decatur and no one would see.
Right, no one cared.
So now, it's so far. Let's talk about seeing the strip. Do you ever have an imagination that one day I'm going to perform on that?
No, I left here when I was 15. We moved away from Vegas when I was 15. I moved to Phoenix. I always wanted to act, so I never really thought about performing. Acting was always kind of my thing, but someone has to cast you in something. And I lived in Phoenix. There wasn't a lot going on there. And then when I thought about doing stand-up, I thought, oh, and as long as you do stand-up, you keep working at it and getting better and better, there'll always be people who go, hey, you want to be on my show? Even if you're terrible, there's plenty of terrible comics. They go, I just need a new body. I need a new cup. And then the more you do it, the better you get. And then hopefully you're working and getting paid. And
that's awesome.
Luckily, I'm doing that.
I love it. And so many stand-ups, they're drawing their comedy from real life.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen you on YouTube quite a bit. I've seen you, talking about your divorce is hilarious.
It was so much fun to go through.
I don't know if it's fun for you, but it's funny for me.
No, it was fine, and we're good friends. And he actually called me yesterday and said, I need you right now. And I thought, oh, why? And he said, I've got this hair I can see in my peripheral vision on my nose that I can't quite get with my stubby fingers. I wish I had you in your tweezers because I used to fall in.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, get a girlfriend.
That's
all
one
right?
of the perks of marriage.
Yeah.
The little random hair, that
you.
little middle part of your back you can't reach.
Yes, and he's like, I never appreciated you. I'm like, until you had a stray hair. So
yeah,
you're welcome for the kids.
Oh
but
my
all right.
gosh.
Yeah.
The kids.
Oh man. So your show again, Select Thursdays, 10 p.m.
Yes.
Other comics are there as well.
Yes. Every week or every time we do the show, we'll have 3 other comics, and they're all great. They're all people that I've worked with, that I've traveled with, that I've toured with, that I love.
Yeah.
So you will not be disappointed, and they're different every time. So even if you go, oh, Jill's there every time hosting, that's fine. I still kind of just loosely talk and tell jokes, but talk to the crowd, and then every show is different because it's 3 different comics every time.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun.
What a fun way for you to get to hang out with people in the industry as
know,
well.
I know.
Also, natural, you would kind of be the host because it is kind of like a family establishment.
Well, that's how I feel. Like some of the residencies, it's them. Like if you go to see Lunel or Vicky Barber, like, it's them, they're the headliner, and that's awesome. That's a different thing. But for me, I felt like I wanted to host it and bring my friends in. And kind of like one of those, I don't know, like a late night host kind of thing. It runs in the family.
Yeah,
so.
I can see that
there
for
you go.
Sure. Were you the annoying sister or was he the annoying brother?
Oh, for sure I was the annoying sister. Still am to a degree. I tried very hard not to be. He's 3 years older, and I was always like boy crazy and like talk back to my mom, and he was just like very smart and didn't really date. He was just kind of with his friends, and he was always the good one. I was always in trouble. Always. It still feels that way.
This is what makes you entertaining, because no one wants to see the good girl on stage.
Right, nobody wants that.
She's a girl after my own heart.
Yeah. We're looking forward to
crazy.
I like your type. Yes, so was I. Oh my gosh, catch Jill Kimmel on stage. Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, you know where it is, Linq Promenade, guys. If you haven't been there yet, get down there. Select Thursdays, 10 p.m. For tickets, visit jimmy'scomedyclub.com.
KimmelsComedyClub.com.
Sorry, you know I call him Jimmy. It's a thing.
Sure.
The number, it's right there. Call.
Do it.
Jeez.